let's start our revision of lesson number 13, that is fun with magnets. Already we have learned many things and we have covered many points in theory session. Now we are going to learn that activity through the practicals. Okay, so let's start our practicals. Okay, so see here the setup that we are going to learn. First point, we have learned that what are the magnets. Okay, so magnets are the substances which are made up of iron, cobalt or nickel. So you can see here different shapes of magnets. Correct, we have learned that magnets are available in different shapes. So first one is a bar magnet. You can see here the rectangle shape of magnet, so that magnet is known as a bar magnet. Then second one, that is horseshoe magnet. So you can see here the U-shaped magnet is there, correct? U-shaped magnet is there, so that magnet is a horseshoe shaped magnet. Then we have learned ring magnet. So you can see here the ring magnet, that is in circular shape, correct? These kind of magnets are also available in market. So like that there are different shapes of magnet. Okay, understood the second point? First, that what are the magnets, then the different shapes and different sizes of magnet. You can see here it is also a ring magnet, but it is in a smaller size. Okay, so magnets are available in different shapes and in different sizes. Next point, we have learned that poles of magnet. Okay, so poles of magnet means what? You can see here the end of the magnet. Okay, with the help of poles of magnet we will learn which are the magnetic materials and which are the non-magnetic materials. Okay, magnetic materials means what we have learned, that if that materials attracted by the magnet or made up of iron, cobalt or nickel, so that materials are known as magnetic materials. Opposite to that there are non-magnetic materials. Okay, so see which are the magnetic and which are the non-magnetic. Here I have taken the iron fillings, then chalks. Here I have taken the piece of paper and the iron balls are there. Okay, iron plus aluminium balls are there. So see, you can see here how the iron fields are attracted by the magnets, correct? So you can see from this activity, iron fillings are attracted by the magnet at the end of the poles in more quantity, in more amount. You can see here. Okay. So these are the poles of the magnet. One pole is the north pole, one pole is the south pole. So the magnetic fields produced by the magnet, okay, or the lines produced by the magnets are known as magnetic field or magnetic lines. Okay, actually there are difference between the field and lines. Okay, that we will see, but understood? Okay, the poles of magnet, one pole is the north pole, one pole is the south pole, and magnetic field is more at the end of the magnet, means at the pole. So you can see from the activity. So you can here conclude that iron fillings are actually magnetic materials, correct? Now we will start with our chalk. See, are chalks attracted by the magnet? No. So that are non-magnetic material. See the papers that are also not attracted by the magnet. Now see these balls. So you can see here they are attracted by the magnet. So these are the, so these two are the magnetic materials and these two, that is chalk and papers, are the non-magnetic materials. Understood the 2 points, magnetic and non-magnetic materials and the poles of magnet. Okay. So magnetic field means what now? This is your magnet, correct? Now I am putting the iron fillings here. Okay, now what are the magnetic fields? See, this is magnet. Already the magnetic field is produced around a magnet, but these magnetic fields are not able to attract these iron fillings as the magnetic fields are in lower space. Now see, as I am going close to the iron fillings, see, these are attracted by that magnet. So these are the magnetic fields. Understood? Okay. You can see here how the magnets are attracted. So that's why your attraction is depend upon the magnetic field. Understood? Poles of magnet and the magnetic and non-magnetic materials. Now we will see the main point, that is attraction and repulsion. Okay. So let's start. Here I have taken 2 ring magnets. Okay. Now what is the attraction and what is the repulsion, we will see. You can see here, the 2 ring magnets are attracted to each other. When the poles, see, the ring magnets are also having the poles. Okay. If the pole is, one end of the magnet is the north and one end of the magnet is the south, then only there is a attraction. Now see, now I am changing. Now you can see here, okay, they are going away from each other, correct? You can see, as I have changed the side, means both the poles are same. Either they are north and north, either they are south and south. Again, see, I am changing. See, they are attracted by each other. So that is known as attraction and repulsion. So attraction happen when the magnets are of different poles. Means either north south or south north, and the repulsion, that is north north and south south. Understood? You can see here. Okay. So here we have completed our main point, that is attraction and repulsion, and now one point is remaining, that is finding out a direction. Okay. So see, when I have suspended the magnet freely, so you can see here, okay, you can see here the magnet suspended freely in north and south direction only. Okay, so like that the magnet is used in a magnetic compass, okay, that helpful to find out the direction. Understood? Okay, so like that we have completed our revision through some activities, through some practicals. Now it's your turn that you have to complete the exercise. Okay, write down the exercise properly in your notebook. If you have any doubt regarding this lesson, that is fun with magnets, please ask me. Okay, still stay home, stay safe, and thank you.